What's up, y'all? Yo, Dance Frog! Let's go! Boogie down. How long is a bit? Like 18 hours? Yeah, that's my current record. Final stream. I'm getting canceled! This is the cancellation stream. My last stream ever. I'm dying after this. I'm cut off officially. Dude, where did you get that dance frog? That dance frog is awesome. It was just a matter of time. The pyromancers, dude. The Lockheed Martin payments. Big Oil has bought me out. The pyromancers finally got me. Canceled for killing Solaire. Yeah. That one didn't go over well either. Just found the channel doing a marathon. Fun. Where did you get RuneScape beer emote? What the shit? I am big 35 beer me. Where did you get beer emote? One last scam. RuneScape beer emote goes hard. A recap of recent progress. I'll be honest, I ended stream after 10 hours and I didn't even know what I'd done. To be so real with you. I didn't know who I was, where I was. I beat the game. It kind of feels like it with that plus 10 mace. The plus 10 mace goes crazy. Ooh, it does that big damage. Toad, thank you for the prime. You're an incredible Mario character. I can get you beer emote, meet me in the wilderness. Are you trimming armor too, by any chance? Dude, the plus 10 mace is so big. Oh, I do so much damage. Nobody can touch me.
Give me a break, give me a break.
Level 99 mace. Yeah, what did I do last time? I killed the rats. Bosses died. Lost so much gravity. We kept Mobius busy. Rat Dork, thank you for the prime. This is Jet Set Radio. I killed Prowling, Magus, and the Congregation. That was the Catholic Church, right? I killed a spider. I killed a spider. Smelter Demon. Wait, okay, wait. Smelter Demon's OST, though? Like, that guy kind of goes crazy, huh? Like, that shit is good. Like, wait a minute. They cooked with his smelting ass, like... That's why he's in Night Rain, because he has good music. Like, come on. This might be my favorite Dark Souls song so far. Oh, the Chariot. Yeah, the Chariot was crazy, dude. Except I really, really like Guinevere's song, and I really, really like Plink Plink Plonk, of course. Oh yeah, and we pledged our allegiance to the Rat King. I forgot about the Rat King. So wait, those two primes were rat primes officially. Because we have pledged our souls to the Rat King. Hello. That was loud. Wait. That was kind of good. Was that volume good for you guys too? Hello. Nobody do Nito. Nobody ever do Nito, please. Please. Okay, let's talk about my dramatic ass title. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about my dramatic title. It is dramatic, but it's not a lie. It's not a lie, unfortunately. I do have to... Wait, did an ad just play? Ain't no way. An ad just played. Talked about the ad. This is a bit silly. Fine. The ad gives me time to find an appropriate song. Okay, so yeah, I do have to take a bit of a break for a little bit, like 2.5 weeks. Unfortunately, this was like a pre-planned thing, so like I planned this thing that I have to do literally in December. So I gotta do it. I gotta go do it. But I'm thinking of making a YouTube video of it. So it'll be like kind of a cool, you're just like dad. Out for cigarettes, never coming back. But I've literally had this planned since December. It's like a pretty cool, like kind of bucket list type thing. BBL surgery, yes. How did you know? How did you know? I got a BBL? Video incoming. I got a BBL and it almost killed me? Could go fire. Could go fire. Could be awesome. That might hit the algo just right. More than you know. Yeah, 2 weeks, yeah. Band camp, yes. I'm going to learn to play the trumpet. Trumpet streams incoming. Surgery to look like Fat Tane, yeah. I am getting married to Solaire, and we are going on a sick, awesome honeymoon to consummate our beautiful lavender mallet marriage. I'm going in the trans coffin. For tax benefits. But yeah, it's like a cool, like, kind of bucket list kind of thing that I've wanted to do for a bit. And I'll probably make it a cool, fun video, and we can maybe react to it, and I'll do, like, the director's cut, like, behind the scenes of the adventure. And yeah, it'll be, like, way different. Congrats on my marriage. It'll be way different than, like, the normal content, but I don't know. Maybe it'll be fun. Maybe you'll like it. Maybe you won't. Going down Niagara Falls in a barrel. I'm just gonna murder somebody and make it a vlog. Yeah, for the tax write-offs, of course. For the tax write-offs, come on. Come on. What are you supposed to do for 2 weeks? Well, I'm gonna post videos. So I have like been working on videos to be posted in the meantime. So there will be some content. There'll be some content in there. Hopefully. If I can get it all done tonight. Rat tax write-offs. I do owe a lot of rat taxes. So much rat taxes. Yeah, I'm gonna do every From Software game of all time. Dropping an album? That would be crazy. You know, Nicky Jakey on it. Yeah, I'm gonna play Sekiro. Demon Souls. Lies of P. The Crab one. Oh, okay. I have a really, really potentially funny idea for like a Souls-like to marathon, and I think it could be potentially very cool and funny. But I'm gatekeeping for now. But I think it could be like a crazy kind of fun, like silly stream where I torture you with an evil Souls-like game from my childhood that I never ever beat because it was so freaking hard. Actually, hardest game of ever. Hardest game of all time. Call of Duty. That is a Souls-like. Lion King. There's a Lion King video game? I have streamed Back to the Mines. I'm going back to the oil rig. That's right. Who said I could leave? That's awesome. TSA stops me and they're like, no. Where are my streams? Where's my content? Now. The Jak 2 Eco Rig mission. No, the hardest mission for me in Jak 2 is the one where you're on the, like, docks, and there's, like, 1 billion cops, and they all try to kill you at once. It's so hard. Yeah, there'll be YouTube videos. Oh, yeah. The minecart from Spyro. Lion King on Sega Genesis. Yeah, I want to play Bloodborne Kart too, for sure. And I was wondering, does Bloodborne Kart have like an online? Okay, that's a little bit of a crazy song change. Does Bloodborne Kart have like an online feature? Like I could like show a code and then you guys can join and also play in the same lobby? I should probably research that. It's called Nightmare Kart now. Hard pivot to speedrunning Super Mario 64. Could go crazy. Back to Womps. We do the squeak skip. So that might be fun. We could do, yeah, we could do like a lobby of, Bloodborne Kart. Bazinga. The Pookie skip goes crazy. Come on. You can't be a lesbian and not stand squeaks. We love squeaks in this household. The squeak skip male pattern baldness. Bald incoming. Next stream is bald stream. Why do lesbians love squeaks? He's one of us, simply. Would I go bald for content? I would definitely shave my head like for charity. For sure. What about Northern Lion? Love Northern Lion. That's my G. Bald for rat charity. We are giving all our houses to the rats. Would I get the fat taint bowl cut? Yeah. For charity. And then I would probably shave it bald. Let's make a charity. Can I do a flip? No. Okay, folks, the plan for today is as follows. I have collected a tier list here of all the Dark Souls 1 bosses, and I'm going to rank them based on how hard I think they were to beat, and also based on how much I like them, and maybe we can also do, like, how hot they are. How much I would like to have them as a roommate. How bad they smell. We can do some other fun stuff like that, but yeah. We're just going to rank them. Their aura. Precisely. So, Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's start thinking about these different bosses. Now, we could start with the DLC boss. You know what? I'm gonna switch up and I'm gonna do the ones that I like first. NPCs. NPCs would be a fun tier list, actually. How good they would look topless. Okay, chill. 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 Does that look good or does that look butt? Smo topless would go top 5 100%. Okay. I think I'm gonna do... Yeah, NPCs would be cool. If we can find an NPCs tier list, that would be awesome too. Yeah, for sure want to do that. Want to assess their vibes. Okay, I'm gonna go off just my favorites so far. Do I have a regular stream time and schedule? Absolutely not. And I might never. And I'm so sorry. I'm sorry for the way I've treated you in this regard. It is purely vibes. We are a vibes-based economy. Am I still working a day job? Yes. And that is why. That's why we are a vibes-based economy. Yeah, Sag, but maybe someday. Maybe someday. Dude, Scarlet was so fire. Can we talk about Scarlet? Oh my god. Scarlet was perhaps one of the funniest things that's ever happened to me in a video game in recent memory. In recent memory, that was so funny. Like, the way that she was poop stanced up. The way that she kept emoting, her vibes were unmatched. Scarlet was so funny. Ray was also fire. We had some banger NPCs. Wait, maybe Scarlet... No, Scarlet's too cool to be Ray's bitch wife. What are my feelings on Poop Walk? Poop Walk is peak. Poop Walk is like... Lucatiel is fire. Lucatiel is max aura. She is aura maxing at all times. Ooh, what if Ray is Scarlet's bitch husband? No, she is for sure. No, she actually is. She actually really is. That fits the lore so good, actually. Like, she's the one that's financing all of his trips to Daytona and Talladega. In a recent thumbnail, you kind of reminded me of the asparagus from VeggieTales. Which one? The hot one? Is there a hot asparagus? Tell me there's a hot asparagus. Tell me there's a hot asparagus in VeggieTales. Dude, I love VeggieTales. You know that thing where they're like, gun to your head? Could you sing a full song, like every lyric and not miss any of it? VeggieTales theme song would be my song. I could nail that shit. I could destroy it. Yes, the hot asparagus. Which one is the... I'm not gonna look up hot VeggieTales asparagus. It's not gonna work out for me. Billy songs with Larry tier list would go hard. It would go so fire, actually. Yeah, Bob Tomato kind of had plus aura. He kind of did. Okay, how did we get on VeggieTales? Okay, all right. Let's focus. Focus up, folks. Focus up. It's time to think now. I want to do favorites first, and then I'm gonna do hardest. Actually, maybe it might be easier to do hardest first. I think, and I'm gonna rank this from my blind perspective. I think I have to say that Gravelord Nito is, for me personally, when I did it blind, the hardest boss. He was just incredibly difficult. He was yeah. Yeah, nightmares about that guy. Nightmares about that guy for very obvious reasons, to be honest. He will stay in my mind forevermore. Just an evil, horrible guy. Just an evil, horrible guy. He did things to my mental and my psyche that no other video game boss ever has. He put me in a place I never want to be in again, quite frankly. He was a villain. 100% a villain. Number 2, I think in terms of difficulty, I have to give it up to Ornstein and Smo. They were... It was a toss-up, I think. It is a toss-up, I think, between Ornstein and Smo and Manus. Manus is very difficult because, like... The problem with a boss like Manus is that you just don't get to live for very long. And when you don't get to live for very long, like he puts you in the blender instantly, then there's problems, right? There's problems because you can't start the learning process. Yeah, it's hard to practice and hard to get good. Yeah, and the run back, like, unless you know that skip to jump the stairs, God. It's butt. And Manus' run back is also butt. But, this is where we use logic. This is where we think to ourselves. And realize that actually all along Artorias was much harder than Manus. If you think about it. No, because, like, really, if you actually, like, really think about it. Because, like, if you actually really think about it, like, he's actually so much harder. He's actually so much harder if you think about it. He's just so hard. He's just hard if you think about it. If you think about it. No, Manus... It's tough because I think overall I spent more time on Manus. But I think once I figured Manus out, it was actually easier than Artorias. Like, Artorias just is diabolical. Sometimes he'll do 3 Sonic the Hedgehogs. Sometimes he'll do 4 Sonic the Hedgehogs. Sometimes he rips a Cold Slaw after 4 Sonic the Hedgehogs in a row. Then he throws poop on you. He just has a lot of devious things in the wheelhouse. He's very devious. Manus is just fast. Artorias, I will agree, Artorias is more fun than Manus. I will agree. I will agree on that front, certainly. Yeah, the power-ups too. I would argue that his power-ups are harder to deal with than Manus's magic. Yeah, Manus is harder to learn, but Artorias is harder to execute. Yeah, Manus took me longer, but Artorias, like... He was a tricky little freaking guy. He's just a tricky little freak. Yeah, the 6-hour Manus War, where I lost my mind. Devious. I think we all know the easiest. I mean, Pinwheel. Pinwheel is not only just, like, easy to fight, but he also has so little health. He dies so fast. I mean, he's a great boss to make you feel good about yourself. He's a feel-good boss. He's for the family. But he's not difficult. He's pretty easy. Tier list on who would be the best hang. Pinwheel S tier. No, Pinwheel would not be fun to hang out with. He's like a dead family fused together. What about that says fun to have a couple beers with to you? He's like a crazy man who locks himself in a crypt with rolling skeletons. Sif, top 5 hardest just because I can't do it. That's actually fair. No, that's actually fair. That's actually really fair. Who next? I think difficulty-wise, I think I'm stuck between maybe like Gwen is pretty difficult. If we're talking like toll on my mental health and well-being, I have to give it to Ceaseless Discharge just because God. Ceaseless Discharge and Iron Golem, dude. Those guys fucking... The amount of mental duress that Iron Golem put on me, knocking me off the stage 4,000 billion quadrillion times. It was a difficult time. It was a difficult time. But Ceaseless, I think I would say was worse for me mentally than Iron Golem. Just because Iron Golem, I knew I could make it happen. But like Ceaseless, there was some parts that I was like, I just don't have anything left to believe in. I'm lost. I am lost. I was hallucinating about ending periods for people with periods. I was listening to Sonic songs and just being so sad. Just so sad. I was in a war of my own mind. I think maybe Calamite takes this. I think it's between Calamite or Lord Gwyn. Lord Gwyn is definitely up there. If you don't parry him, like, he's pretty substantial. Ooh, 4 Kings. Yeah, 4 Kings was kind of difficult, but I still think Calamite is harder. I still think Calamite's harder than 4 Kings. I think 4 Kings definitely belongs up here, though. I probably rank Gwen above 4 Kings because Gwen... When I fought Gwen for the first time, he just, like, brought the relentless tech. Like, the way that he just keeps attacking you is kind of difficult to deal with. Like, if you're not prepared for that, like, he just keeps attacking you. He is consistent. He's consistent. Yeah, 4 Kings is hard because you just need so much damage. It's tough. If you don't have damage, you're just cooked. You're just cooked. Then it's just a absolute dodge fiesta. Sanctuary Guardian I don't think was too tough. I think Sanctuary Guardian could go maybe middle of the pack, honestly. Maybe middle of the pack. Scorpion Demon, let's just call a spade a spade. Scorpion Demon, not hard. We stay under the Scorpion Wonder, and you're done. And that's all. And that's all she wrote. Still harder than Pinwheel, just by virtue of it having more health. Yeah, the lava is the real boss. The gargoyles were easy for me just because I fought Quelag first. I feel like the gargoyles could have been a Quelag situation had I not already fought Quelag. Yeah, Hydra's easy. Hydra, I would say maybe a bit above Pinwheel just because it has a gimmick you have to figure out. At least for melee people. Who else immediately jumps out at me? Man. Quellag, I think, gotta go here. Just in my playthrough. In my playthrough, the way it happened, Quellag was my first, like, big boss. Priscilla S tier because it's hard to hurt women. Yeah, I would say Quellag pretty tough. Quellag probably over Gwyn just because the position that I was in, I didn't have enough of the things that you can eat to cure your poison, so I would be not only fighting Quellag underleveled with a crap weapon, but I was also poisoned. Yeah, Seath is kind of butt. Seath is pretty decently butt. Capra was kind of crazy. Now, bear in mind, I did fight Capra on New Game Plus. I don't know how that affects things. I would honestly rank Capra... It's just the dogs, man. I was in such a way with that. I just didn't. I was just losing my spark and losing my sense of life and well-being. Maybe Capra here. The dogs are just so butt. Yeah, the freaking area is so small. It's so small, dude. It's so small. There's about 1 billion dogs. Why did we do this? Yeah, and the freaking twinks that are built different in that area? My god. Taurus Demon is easy. I would say Taurus Demon maybe below Scorpion? Asylum Demon is not hard at all. I would say Asylum Demon easier than Taurus Demon. However, on the other hand, I think that Stray Demon was pretty formidable. I would say Stray Demon, like, probably here. A Bed of Chaos is kind of a interesting entry because, like, in some regard, like, it's barely a boss fight. Like, it's really not even a boss fight. It's a platformer. And although much like a boss fight, it does make you want to end your life. It's just like, yeah, it's not, well, I mean, it's tough to say it's not fun or interesting. I mean, I guess it's interesting. Bed of Chaos is just hard because, like, it is a boss fight, but it's also not. It's an obstacle course. Yeah, I feel like Bed of Chaos, they just ran out of time. Mr. Zaki. The run back is kind of butt. It is kind of butt. It is run back. It is running simulator. Yeah, Lost Izalith feels like the part of the group chat where you're like, we have to submit the project. Oh shit, and we don't want to meet up because we're all too busy. Yeah, the Tony Hawk's downhill jam part is kind of fun though. It's too long though. It's like awkwardly long. It's like, why are we Tony Hawksing for this long? Feels a bit unnecessary to Tony Hawk's for that long. I will say though, it's definitely harder than Gargoyles for the run back, for the pure RNG of like freaking just getting smacked in the same hole for 90 times? Sif above top 5. Sif goes in emotional damage tier. Yeah, Sif is not hard, but if you see the part where she's like limping, it's too sad. It's too sad. It's like quit the game. Quit the game. End it all. Gaping Dragon was not hard at all. Gaping Dragon though, I'm gonna put maybe behind Seath. Seath is kind of hard, especially if you're trying to get the Moonlight Greatsword. That shit is running simulator, and it's kind of freaking hard. It's kind of goddamn freaking hard. Yeah, and the invincibility thing, like if you don't realize the invincibility gimmick, then you're like low-key cooked. Because he's title card invincible until you like hit his little scale thingy. You see the sneaky, and he's evil, and he hates women. Fuck that guy. See, here's where it gets kind of hard because Iron Golem and Ceaseless, I want to put high, but like that's my own incompetency. Gwendolyn? Gwendolyn I probably put here. It is my list. Real and true. It is subjective to my experience. Priscilla, I would say like not... Well, Priscilla was kind of difficult. Like when it was like midnight and I had no brain cells left to function, she was kind of bodying me. Like she took more deaths off me than I'm willing to admit. Yeah, with my Claymore, I was literally just like tickling Iron Golem to death. Yeah, Gwendolyn, you just have to chase his ass down. Pacing after a beautiful twink simulator. Who killed me the most? I would have to say it's gotta be Nito or Manus. Just off of feelings. I don't remember who it was exactly, but I think it had to be between Nito, Manus, and maybe Orange Sand Smell. It's based on difficulty, that's why Nito's top 5. See, that's why the Nito Scream is 10,000. Dude, the great chat embargo of everyone just going silent when I walked up to Stray Demon, it was awesome. Top 10 moments. It was fire. And in that moment, I knew we could play Dark Souls 2 together. I knew we could do it in that moment. And in that moment, I knew we could do it. We were infinite in that moment. Priscilla. Maybe I'll go Fire Sage. I think Fire Sage is definitively not as hard as Stray Demon. Stray Demon, you fall down, you take a bit of fall damage. Have I been spoiled by chat at all on Dark Souls 2? No. No, legitimately. Because in the parts where I'm afraid I might get spoiled, like I just lock in instead and only look at the screen. We big spoiled the Meatloaf. Oh, I made a command for Meatloaf, by the way. Let's see if it works. Yo, it does work. Exclamation point meatloaf. Wait, did I explain it good? Oh no, I broke chat. Oh no, it's broken. Oh no. Yeah, I felt like giving an example was probably helpful. Does the command have a cooldown? It probably should. I thought I put a cooldown on it. Clearer than the pin. Sometimes the things that I write, like the predictions, I'm so terrible at making the predictions clear. One guy thought he could just say meatloaf and then say a terrible spoiler. That's awesome. That's so cool. Everyone's just meatloafing now. It's the meatloaf command. It's the meatloaf. It's the meatloaf command. Everyone's meatloafing. Everyone loves the meatloaf. That's awesome. But yeah, I thought it might be helpful to put the command either in the title or the pinned comment, and that way if anybody new came in, they could just exclamation point meatloaf and then they would know about meatloaf. Okay, everyone's just meatloafing. So much meatloaf. Everyone's having fun with the meatloaf. Can't wait for me to meet meatloaf. Why meatloaf? I didn't think I was choosing it. I didn't think I was choosing meatloaf. I just said meatloaf and then everyone said, okay. Everyone ran with it. Bloodborne replay? I would love to do a Bloodborne replay. I think I could do a Bloodborne replay and it would be like a blind playthrough because I don't remember it that well. What I do remember is the one swamp level with the ball. Is there a ball? Big ball. And if you get 30 madness, then you can see the big fuckers. That's what I remember. I did not go to Buddhist hell. Fair and true. The amygdalas, that's what they're called. Okay, legitimately though, I had an idea for a stream. Specifically, when I was thinking of this idea, it was Elden Ring, but I guess it could be any game. But like, every death or every so often, I like have to get progressively sleepier. Like I take a melatonin, I have to put on like white noise, I have to read a bedtime story. Like this is a terrible idea, obviously, but I think a Scooby-Doo, ranking every Scooby-Doo could be a fire Halloween stream for sure. I could be Velma, wait. Melatonin has no excess effect after 10 milligrams. Melatonin makes me crazy. It makes me feral. I could be Velma, I could be Scoob. Hey, being Scoob would be fun. Or Shaggy. An entire beer for each death. Slam my head against a wall for each death. Yeah, melatonin makes me crazy. Gooby's more of a Daphne. He loves to slay. He loves to slay. Yeah, Fred did wear an ascot. He was slaying. He was slaying. Laxatives? Yeah, isn't there the one guy who, like, he plays some game until he has to shit his pants after he takes laxatives? That's how you know that the gaming challenge genre has gone too far. If we're ever pooping our pants on stream, we've gone too far. We need to reel it back. He gambles on stream now. No, they got him. Big Gamba got him. Okay, I gotta lock in. I gotta lock in and finish this tier list. I haven't even finished the first one. I gotta lock in here. Perfect song to lock into. Okay. Ceaseless! For me, personally, I'm gonna rank Ceaseless Discharge probably above Four Kings. Probably above Four Kings. As crazy as it is to say, because I didn't have the cheese, because it was just, you know, dare I quote Britney Spears and Madonna, me against the music. Like, it was so difficult, and I almost cried, especially because I had just fought Nito. I was like, I literally just want something to be easy. I just want something to be easy and nice, and then I got this. And then I got this, and my whole day was ruined. My whole life was in shambles. I thought about selling all my money in my 401k and Roth IRA and moving to the moon to suffocate and die one last time. Nito almost turned me hollow. Ceaseless made me upset at the world and life. Iron Golem wasn't so bad, but I still might rank Iron Golem above Four Kings. Just because of how many times it grabbed me and how many times I flew off the map. Hold on, is there a... Let's see if I can find like a video of the Iron Golem grab hitbox. Grab hitbox. Oh yeah, here we go. Not to worry, our goat has us covered. Our goat has us covered. Okay, here it is. Here's the Iron Golem grab hitbox visualized in real time. Oh, shout out to our hero, Domo 3000. Sub to Domo 3000. He's doing the Lord's work. Yeah, that shit. Yeah, that hurts to see. That hurts to see. That's actually crazy. That's actually crazy. He was over here. He was in a separate state. He was across county lines. Is it like on his foot? I think it's like part of his foot maybe is the reason. That's a huge hitbox. That's actually crazy. Yeah, like it's part on his foot. Wait, this is actually crazy. Like it's literally on his feet. Got grabbed across time and space. Got grabbed in a separate dimension. Okay, wait a minute. Yeah, it's on the foot. It's on the foot. He's Magneto. He's actually just Magneto. Insane work. Insane work. Absolutely crazy. So yeah, I died so many times to this man. I died so many unnecessary times. I would get him like really low, and then he would hit me and I would fly off the map. It made me feel things. It put me in a place. It put me in a place, it put me in a world. Because I would just be like standing still, minding my own business. And he would just pick me up, ruin my life. Ruin my whole fucking day. Why don't he? Okay, Priscilla. Priscilla. If we think about it in terms of like also the painted world in general, it's kind of difficult. I would probably rank her... Oh, first of all, okay, Bed of Chaos needs to go here, actually. Bed of Chaos needs to go here, and Fire Sage needs to go down here. I feel like that's way better. Bed of Chaos is definitely harder than Fire Sage. Fire Sage, like, you can just kind of get that shit. Because, like, I mean, you've already fought him once at this point, maybe twice at that point. Priscilla, I feel like is kind of similar to Gwendolyn. They're like gimmick adjacent. I would say that both of them are though more difficult than Fire Sage. Like both of them definitely took more lives off me than Fire Sage did. Priscilla soft locks you if you kill her too fast. Yeah, I think Seath could also be harder than Fire Sage. The running, dude, is so hard. The running with Seath is just kind of butt. Sif is just sad. Sif is sad tier. It's so sad when she's like when she's freaking sad. She's 10% health. When she's 10% health, dude, what's sadder than that? What's sadder than killing a beautiful dog? What's sadder than that? Nothing! Nothing is worse than killing your little friend and companion who you used to fight the evil Scourge Manus. Nothing is worse! Top 5 has 6 entries, 4 Kings moment. Yeah, I think realistically, if we're just speaking, if we take the emotions out, if we set the emotions aside for a moment and just talk about the mechanics, I would say Sif probably goes low-key here. Is that bad? This is difficulty. This is not how much I love them. This is difficulty. It's difficulty. It's difficulty. It's difficulty. It's based on difficulty level. It's based on difficulty level. Oh, Moonlight Butterfly's not even on the list. It's difficulty level. I know she's already dead. I fucking killed her. That's what this is about. Yeah, Moonlight Butterfly is Waiting Simulator. Yeah, I don't know why Hydra is on the list and not Moonlight Butterfly. Whoever made this list clearly had it out for Moonlight Butterfly. What does the Parasite tell me? The Parasite says that Sif was an easy boss fight. If we pretend that Hydra for a moment is Moonlight Butterfly, I mean, it probably is in the same spot, to be real, though. It's probably in the same spot because Moonlight Butterfly was also very easy. Moonlight Butterfly is just waiting simulator. That's okay, Moonlight Butterfly isn't a boss. Moonlight Butterfly, no rights confirmed. Okay, so I think this is the tier list based on how hard they were to fight. Obviously, the top 5 are the top 5 hardest bosses for me, and then F is just the easiest. So yeah, I think that's pretty accurate. I mean, I don't think I could swap any of these. Maybe Stray Demon is harder than Sanctuary Guardian. I mean, it just kind of, you know. Gravity is actually the hardest boss. Just ask the doc. Dr. Mobius, bro. He is keeping track. When the world needed him most, he shows up and says, +1 gravity death. But yeah, I think this is pretty solid. I don't know if it's my definitive, but I think this is just kind of a good vibe check. This is just a decent vibe check of a list. Girth is the final boss. Okay, now the next list, let's make another list. Now these are my top 5 favorites. These are the ones I liked. So F tier will be the ones that I hated. Did not like. Did not enjoy the fight. I think it's not gonna be a shocker for me to say that Gravelord Nito is an F tier. Gravelord Nito is an F tier because here's the goddamn thing about Gravelord Nito. He's on the front cutscene of the video game. He's literally the first guy of like the 4 big guys listed. And then his fight is just his freaking skeleton lackeys beating the shit out of me. Because I guess they got tired of thinking about all the cool moves that a guy named Gravelord Nito could do. They're part of him. I mean, that's cool, but they're also just like normal enemies in the video game, and they just put them in there with him. You wish he had the bike wheels in his fight. I don't. I would still be fighting Gravelord Nito today if the wheels were in it. He unleashed Miasma and Skeleton smiled. Look, I understand that if you destroy the skeletons with a divine weapon, they go away forever. But I'm just saying that we could have just made Gravelord Nito more interesting rather than just saying, here's some skeletons that you've seen before. But, oh, and now they want to kill you alongside Gravelord Nito. Think about that. Think about that. Skeleton ahead message in his boss room. That's funny. Nito, don't listen. You're perfect to me. He is far from perfect. He's rotting in gay hell as we speak. He does have a... Okay, this is not about how cool he looks. He is cool looking. Aesthetically, he's a cool guy. He would have done numbers on 2014 Tumblr, but it's not 2014 Tumblr. We have to live in the present, and we have to admit that his extra skeletons are dog shit. This fight is good. I'm crying right now. Okay, this guy loves skeletons. Oh, you love skeletons, huh? You want to marry a beautiful skeleton wife and move to the catacombs. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. If you love the boner so much, you can have him. Not me. I don't want his ass. I don't want any part of his ass. I'm good without him. I'm good without him. Hello. Okay. Top 5 is pretty much gonna be exactly like the top 5 difficulty, to be honest with you, because I loved Artorias. I love Manus. I freaking love Ornstein, Smo the Bastards. Where are they? Here they are. Their picture's so damn dark, can't fucking see them. I love Ornstein and Smo, dude. Who else? Honestly, I love Iron Golem. I really, really liked Iron Golem because I kind of like the fact that he can knock you off and then you go flying and you ragdoll and it's awesome and crazy. I think Gwen goes up there. Gwen is great. Calamite is fire too. These aren't definitive rankings. I'm just throwing them all up there right now, but I really liked Calamite. I liked Gwen. I think if you do the Gwen cheese, it trivializes the boss fight, but I think just doing it straight up without the parries, it's awesome. Yeah, Quelag was a really good fight. Quelag is an awesome fight. I think Gwen definitely above Iron Golem. Gwen above Manus. I think Artorias is for sure number 2. And Ornstein and Smo is definitely number 1. Quelag bottom half enjoyer. Me personally, I enjoy Quelag from the bottom up. Why not the whole picture? Why not the whole picture? Now, the Duchess's beautiful lady or whatever? No. I'm out. Sharks, I'm out. Miss me with the double-headed spider. I'm out. Sharks, I rescind my offer. Quelag, though? Quelag is cool. We love Quelag. Duke's Dear Freya. Yeah. What did I call it? The Duchess's little guy or something? Duchess's little guy could be an awesome sequel to Duke's Dear Freya. Expecting to see the Duchess's little guy in Dark Souls 3. Or Elden Ring. Quelag, Floor Lady from DS2. Yeah, the Floor Lady is just we have Quelag at home. Okay, I think this top row is more or less correct. I think I definitely like Quelag more than Calamite. Calamite could go B, honestly, but I like Calamite. I love Stray Demon, actually. I think Stray Demon is a really, really unique experience because you fall down there and it's awesome. Like, just the shock, and also the fact that you see him at the very beginning of the game, but you don't think anything about it until you're literally falling. And it's epic. I think I did enjoy Iron Golem better than Calamite. Like, the winning against Iron Golem was kind of awesome. Okay, yeah, Stray Demon is a reskin. Buddy blows up, and you fall down the hole, and it's like kind of surprising and kind of awesome. I feel like Asylum Demon is a cool first fight. Now here's where I'll say that Demon Fire Sage is just a reskin. I mean, visually, he's more interesting. But I think conceptually, Stray Demon is more interesting because you fall down the hole, suddenly he's blowing up. I think Asylum Demon is an iconic first boss, and it would be hard to say Asylum Demon down here. because it's just really, like, cool to start the game off with a broken-ass sword and you walk in a room and this fucking guy's here. And he has a giant BBL and he's gonna fucking kill the shit out of you. And it's awesome. And I want him to. Because he's a beautiful, big, fat butt. Yeah, Gaping Dragon might be the coolest, just based purely on looks. Like, Gaping Dragon is a really cool concept. They called you that in college? Gaping Dragon? Or Asylum Demon? Both are... Yeah, Gaping Dragon's fight kind of leaves something to be desired. I'll agree with that. Is it crazy that I don't hate Bed of Chaos? Is that so crazy? You can pick up the torches and pitchforks. You can, for sure. I kind of like the whimsy that he can just fucking throw you in the holes. Is that crazy to say? I think it's just a silly ass boss fight. Whimsy is certainly a word for it. You should get checked out. Telchar, thank you for the prime. I think it's, you know, tough to say that it deserves C tier above some of these. So I will put it F, but I won't put it bottom of F. Because that's not how I feel. I won't put it bottom of F. I just won't. Yeah, Izalith, like, looks really cool and has a lot of potential, but then it kind of falls flat. And also, Sigmire's quest, dude. Sigmire's fucking quest? Why is it like that, bro? It's like they didn't want you to fucking complete it, which, you know, is fine. It is Dark Souls. It is Dark Souls. And it makes sense, you know? Yeah, it's a thank you Dark Souls moment. Yeah, Bed of Chaos just kind of didn't get the, like, polishing that it deserved. I'm not a fan of Seath. I think Seath is an asinine and kind of pointless boss fight. Like, I wish they'd done something with him. Seath and Nito, sorry, I did the backwards. Seath and Nito probably make me the maddest because, like, they're on the front cutscene. They're on the cutscene. They talk about this guy for like a full 10 seconds. They're like, and he was so crazy and epic and he betrayed all the dragons and it was crazy. And also, he rode with Lord Gwyn. Do you remember that he rode with Lord Gwyn? And I'm like, he's just a fucking guy that I have to chase around. And maybe he curses me. Not me, though. Hey, y'all stay safe. Y'all stay safe. He ain't cursing me. He's not cursing me. Y'all stay safe, though. Y'all stay safe, though. He ain't cursing me. Four Kings, though, I kind of fuck with. I kind of fuck with Four Kings. Do I even know what curse does? I've heard rumors. I've heard rumors of curse. It's like a PNG that spins and shoots lasers. But then they spawn more. And there's more of them. There's like more of them and shit. There's like more. They spawn in. They're beautiful twinks who look like the elves from Lord of the Rings, and they keep spawning and they shoot lasers. And the Abyss is cool. And the idea that it takes up one of your ring slots is a cool mechanic. Because it's like a roundabout way of kind of nerfing you. Because if you've been like relying on a certain build or whatever, it kind of forces you to like switch things up a little bit. The Abyss is very cool. And also the way the bonfire in the Abyss looks from far away is just dynamite. Like, it's just beautiful. Four Kings Arena budget 0. But they did it in a cool way. It's like how in like OG Silent Hill, the fog was also because they needed to save like RAM on the PlayStation. But like, what would Silent Hill be without the cool ass fog? What would the Abyss be without the Abyss? Sometimes brilliance can be low effort. Sometimes you can do less with more. Cha-cha-cha Charmin. Sometimes brilliance can be low effort. Whoa, Crunch Puff, thank you for the raid. That's my first raid. Welcome. Welcome in, soldiers. We're ranking Dark Souls bosses. Welcome, soldiers. Get in here. Yeah, this is my first ever raid. What's up? And I also don't know how to raid people back. Oh, you watch the YouTube videos. Nice to meet you. Thank you for the raid. And welcome, soldiers. My frontline soldiers. Pick up your weapons. You're now members of the Rat Army. We got war due at 10:30 a.m. tomorrow. Be there or be... arrested and tried for deserting. Don't tell them we don't wash our hands. Don't tell them that. Don't tell them that. We do wash our hands. We wash our hands and we fight the good fight and we wash our hands. Piss hands. No, don't tell them that. Don't. Okay. Chat, focus. When we get a raid, we're supposed to be on like our best behavior. we're not talking about whether or not we wash our hands after we piss. Do you have to wash your hands? Look, you don't have to. You just can't. When the raiders enter, you can't say we don't wash our hands. You keep that one back. That's like a fourth date fact. Not the first date. Think about it. Do you take a girl to Olive Garden, and then while you're dining on the infinite breadsticks like Olive Garden, do you say, oh, by the way, I mostly just wash my hands after I poo. Mostly. Kirby, thank you for the 5 gifted. Bread and Company, thank you for the gifted. Our raid message cannot be piss hands. No, don't. Stop telling your dates that you have piss hands. Or maybe do. Pause. Maybe do. Because then, if she's like, actually, yeah. No, I don't wash my hands every time, and I'm tired of pretending that I do. Then she's either the one or a beautiful European. I have piss hands, I know. I know what you are. Say it. Are you telling us to be dishonest to potential partners? Yeah. You should lie a little bit. You should lie and pretend that you love going to the farmer's market because a potential suitor might like it. I am Canadian. I have the citizenship now. They've accepted me as one of their own. And after the BBL surgery, it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be great. The Canadian government is going to accept me for who I truly am. What do you mean you're actually Canadian? Implying that I am not a beautiful Canadian citizen. Can you get a parasite removed? I thought it was just with you. I thought you just like keep the parasite forever. And then you like do fun stuff with it. Like you could take it to like the pier. You guys could get a hot dog. You guys could hold hands. What is egg vermifuge? You could get it an ice cream cone. Get it a gelato. A pistachio gelato from Italy. Stop saying you're actually Canadian. Implying that I'm not Canadian. I am Canadian, and I know all the Dark Souls lore. I know it all by heart. I actually wrote the book. Will the parasite care if I wash my hands? I think it depends on which one you get. I think some of them don't care, but some of them do kind of care. Artorius is from Calgary. Chat, is it bad to be from Calgary? Or is it chill to be from Calgary? Yes. So many yeses. Artorius was from Calgary. I was Canadian first. I don't think we're judging on that. Calgary is the Texas of Canada. I didn't know y'all had Texas. Why are you saying I'm from Texas? I'm not from Texas. I'm Canadian. Can someone explain what's happening in European terms? What is the Texas of Europe? Belgium. You can't say I'm Canadian followed by I didn't know y'all had Texas. You can say y'all if you're Canadian. I'm like Southern Canadian. true. Everyone in Canada is Southern Canadian. You can't really be in the north part of Canada. Dude, I love those YouTube videos, like Outdoor Boys and the people who like do the awesome truck camping in the snow. It's so cozy, dude. It's so, are we still ranking? Yeah. We got distracted. It's fine. Editor Courtney will make like this never happened. And then the revisionist history will make it so that I'm Canadian forever, and no one will ever disprove it. Dude, Outdoor Boys is so fire. Yeah, Editor Courtney hates fun. Editor Courtney is the op. She hates fun. She hates anything that's not productive, to be honest. Editor Courtney washes her hands clean of this. Editor Courtney doesn't know ball. The problem with Editor Courtney is that she knows ball too well. She wishes she could forget some of the ball. Super Sophia, thank you for the prime. Dude, I love Yakuza. Yakuza gotta be my favorite gender of all time. Editor Courtney loves video game music a little bit too much. I've never played any of the Like a Dragon. I've only played Kiwami 1 and Kiwami 2. I don't think I've ever finished Kiwami 2. I just got like stuck in the what is the mini game? The one where you make a host club or hostess club, sorry. Yeah, I want to play Zero, but I'm kind of weird. Like, I view Zero as like the ultimate treat that I get for finishing the entire series. So I'm like, I want to play 1 through like 6 and then go back and play Zero. I know this is wrong fundamentally, but this is who I am as a person. Zero is good except Meatloaf. Heard. Yes, chef. Anything with Majima is good to me. I love Majima. Majima might be one of my favorite video game characters of all time. He's definitely like top 20. Could be top 15. Maybe top 10. Okay, my fellow Canadians, let's focus on the tier list. Let's focus on the tier list, my fellow Canadians. Okay. Alright. Bosses I didn't like. You know what? I didn't care for Pinwheel, although... I'm sorry. That's not JD Vance in this context. That's my beautiful nipples king. That's not JD Vance. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that one. Yeah, Pinwheel's arena is way cooler than he is. Pinwheel's death is just kind of... I mean, Pinwheel's death. Killing Pinwheel is just kind of whatever. It's just like a necessary evil. It's like when you have to air up your tires. You know what I mean? It's like... This is just something I have to do, I guess. I just gotta kill this guy to be able to kindle my bonfire. Nothing personal. Also, you have to go down that whole damn area to get to him. His story is interesting. Yeah, his story is like for real kind of interesting. Yeah, it's really tragic. It's very Full Metal Alchemist coded, so to speak. Who else? Who else did I like? Sif is just fantastic. Like, there's so many aspects about Sif's, like, story that even though her fight is very easy, I think she easily goes up here. She and Quelaag can kind of shake hands in a we have a tragic but beautiful story tier. I would say, though, for me, Quelaag's fight is a bit above just because of, like, the emotional connection I have, not to her beautiful breasts, but to the fact that she was my first, like, big boss, and, like, I spent all this time, like, trying to beat her, and then I beat her, and it was awesome and fun. And then also, like, finding out the terrible lore about her afterwards is awesome. Her sister being able to save Solaire, fire. The beautiful breasts don't hurt necessarily. You know, they definitely do add to her case, so to speak. Like, let's not mince words. Kind of awesome. I'm into Quelaag for the story. I'm into Quelaag for the story. I'm here to hear her story. This is a pro boobs chat room. Facts. This stream will never disparage boobs. Never ever. Never once will we speak on or slander boobs. Her beautiful, voluptuous story and lore. Taking a hard and fast stance on boobs. The anti-boobers are shaking their fists and crying and throwing up. Women in video games are beautiful, and I'm tired of pretending they're not. I'm tired of pretending this. I'm tired of pretending that there aren't beautiful women in video games. It is a video game after all. We have to have beautiful windmills in our games. Windmills. I'm not afraid to talk about the love that me and Scarlett shared. And it's not just the women, exactly. Smo also had big, beautiful breasts. And you know what? Beautiful nipples too, King. Great nipples. Great nipples, big guy. Way to go. Impressive nipples. Okay. Who else? Who else did I like? I definitely like Gaping Dragon. Gaping Dragon was cool as fuck. I probably rank Gaping Dragon above Asylum Demon just on concept. Smo makes it clap. None of those words are in the Bible. None of them. Not one. Yeah, Gaping Dragon is for sure cool. And I think conceptually, Four Kings definitely belongs up here. I really like the concept from Calamite that he has the debuff he can do on you that does more damage against you once he grabs you. On the 9th day, the Lord made it clap. And maybe he did. And maybe he did. Who's to say that Judas and Jesus Christ weren't enemies to lovers? To enemies back to lovers. It was like a Jason Victor kind of situation, if you think about it. Yeah, Calamite is very cool. I like Calamite. Okay, who else? Let's think. Sanctuary Guardian I did like. I liked the facets of Sanctuary Guardian. Like he has the poison butt. That was cool. He flies. He does the weird wing water move. Also, there was 2 of them. That was cool. As a Dark Souls 2 enjoyer, sometimes it's cool when there's 2 of them. Sometimes it's cool when there's 2 of them. I can admit it. Sometimes more is cool, sometimes more is worse. Lost Bastille, what were we doing? What were we doing? I opened that one door and it was the worst day of my life. The worst day of my life in that one door. There were so many enemies. Why did they put them all there? What were they all doing in there? Like, did they all go on their lunch break and then that random hollow guy got turned stone? And then they were permanently in their lunch break for the next 100 years? Why were there that many? There were so many. There's about 50 guys with Zweihander all running at me. Screaming. Yeah, I think Sanctuary Guardian, honestly, I liked that there were 2 of them. I liked that there were 2 of them. I like that there were 2 of them. Scorpion guy. Oh, that's Pinwheel. Yeah, he's kind of dark. It's hard to tell. Oh, bisexual Northern Lion, you're back. My favorite bisexual bald streamer. Yeah, just Pinwheel things. Being dead last. Scorpion Demon. Where to put Scorpion Demon? Scorpion Demon, I think. I like the Scorpion because of its design. Like, he looks awesome. He looks like a mech. But then his fight is just kind of leaves something to be desired. His fight was just kind of easy. I came up with one little catchphrase and then I beat him. It was just kind of whatever. Is it crazy to say he's worse than Bed of Chaos? He's honestly worse than Fire Sage for me. I liked Fire Sage fight. Yeah, you'd expect him to be a lot cooler. Also, it's cool that you see him before you enter the area. Like, you can see him, like, hanging onto the cliff. But then his fight is kind of... It just leaves something to be desired. Like, he throws that arm out or whatever. Eh. The lava was an interesting touch. I like the fight, I just ranked it F. I mean, it's hard because Dark Souls 1 is like a 10/10 video game. There's none of these bosses that I'm like, I hate them, I would never ever do it again. I'd never ever do it again, I hate it so much. Puke. They're just not like that to me. Like, I love this game. This game is probably one of my favorite games of all time at the current moment. It's fire. If DS1 is 10/10, I can't wait for you to play Meatloaf. I've heard Meatloaf is great. Really looking forward to Meatloaf. Yeah, to me, Bed of Chaos is kind of like... It's kind of like a delightful little rascal. It's like I hate him, but kind of in like a, oh, you little guy. Ah, you hit me in the pit again for the 70th time. He's a little prankster. He's just up to mischiefs. It's like when your cat does something like mischievous but funny. You're like, ah, that's just Gooby trying to eat tape again. God bless his soul. Gooby's lost his favorite spring toy under the couch again. What are you gonna do? Get it out for him because he's cute and you love him. That's Bed of Chaos to me. It's like, ah. I feel like Bed of Chaos would be infinitely worse in Dark Souls 2, just because of how slippery Dark Souls 2 is. I feel like Bed of Chaos in Dark Souls 2 just fucks me. Just horribly. So bad. It would be so bad. Also, there would be 5 of them. It would be just a big, like, octagon of Bed of Chaoses. And you would have to go through the octagon Bed of Chaos gauntlet. And there would also be, like, an entire really poorly lit area of, like, a billion more tiny baby Bed of Chaoses. Yeah, Dark Souls 2 is very floaty. It's very floaty. Yeah, Dark Souls 2 would put you in the Bed of Chaos octagon, and I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to the Bed of Chaos octagon. May it find me in my worst moment. Centipede Demon is in Night Rain? Is that Meatloaf? I don't think that's Meatloaf, because it's Night Rain. Night Rain is like FromSoft Fortnite. From Software makes Armored Core? Night Rain is non-canon. Yeah, Night Rain is like, it's like Smash Bros. Kind of. Like, it's all your friends in one place. Yeah, I want to play Night Rain eventually. I got a long way to go. I have so many games. Maybe next year. Maybe 2 years from now. We'll play Elden Ring Night Rain together. So who are the 2 Dark Souls bosses in Night Rain? Centipede Demon and who? Gaping dragon. Really? That's cool. I'm really excited to see her get to Meatloaf 3 and see Meatloaf. And Meatloaf. Dude, the music of Armored Core is beautiful. One of the most beautiful video game songs I've ever heard in my whole life is Armored Core. Something is moving on the something is always moving on the surface, I think, is the name of the song. That shit is beautiful. That shit'll make you cry. Play that shit? I'm not trying to cry. Contact with you from AC6. Yeah, Centipede Demon's arm hitbox is kind of booty. When he throws that arm out, I hate it. I don't like it. Not my favorite. Okay, Capra Demon Gargoyles. Ceaseless, Priscilla, Gwendolyn, Moonlight Butterfly / Hydra, and Taurus. I love the gargoyles. I love the idea of like the surprise. And here comes fucking John Cena from the top rope. It's another gargoyle. And he runs in, he breathes fire all over you. And then you see him later. I love that. I love the like WrestleMania-fication of the gargoyles fight. Like, holy fuck, it's Triple H. He's coming from the top rope. Here he comes. And then he fucking gargs all over your goyle or whatever they do. Yeah, with a folding chair. I think gargoyles could go, for me personally. I think gargoyles are kind of like Asylum Demon in that they kind of have some of the OG swag. Like, they kind of have that factor that's like, that's an OG right there. That is an OG right there. So I think maybe, like, here, I would say. A bit better than Asylum Demon. I think a lot of people may be sad about that because they probably feel similarly to the gargoyles that I feel towards Quelag. But that's just, I'm sorry, that's my experience. I fought Quelag first. I saw her beautiful breasts. Did it change my life? To some degree, maybe. Why is the Iron Golem in your top 5? Look, me and the Iron Golem have history. Me and the Iron Golem went through some things together. He knocked me off the top of the tower about 1 billion times. I felt the victory of Hercules when I beat him. I felt beautiful things when I killed that man. Also, Iron Tarkus is kind of peak. Like, I enjoyed that fight the second time so much. Because Iron Tarkus just, like, fucks that shit, man. He goes crazy style. He slips into 5th gear and just smashes him and knocks him down in one hit. He one-punch mans his shit. And I fully understand that a lot of people might not have that opinion because they didn't go through things. They didn't experience warfare with the Iron Golem like I did, but I did experience warfare. I also associate Iron Golem with Sen's Fortress, and I think Sen's Fortress is just a fantastic area. It's just an awesome little tortured dungeon of an area. It's just so cool. And the little, oh yeah, the giant that has bombs. That guy was so cute, dude. Ooh, and the boulder. Dude, the rock is such a cool thing. And I love that someone comes up and changes the direction of the boulder, dude. Yeah, Iron Tarkus is an S tier NPC. Dude, and Big Hat Logan. Sense Fortress got it all. Sense Fortress got a little something for everybody. If you think about it. There's something in Sense Fortress for everyone. Smasher past the Iron Golem? Iron Tarkus gets a smash for sure. Iron Golem... he might get a pass. He might get a pass, actually. Yeah, I got smashed by the Iron Golem. Dude, the first Mimic chest, yeah. The song is not on loop. It's just this long. And it's crazy because it's only 4 minutes long. Girl in the Tower is that one. Don't tempt me. We could play a little Girl in the Tower. Dude, people were so mad about Girl in the Tower. Girl in the Tower is a bop. If you can't take Girl in the Tower, get out of the kitchen. I was content pilled in that moment though. I was just trying to beat that boss to Girl in the Tower. And in that moment, I was content pilled and content brained. Oh, Lost Center is an incredible boss fight. Lost Center is probably my favorite boss fight in DS2 so far. Got a French Death Stranding 2 ad? Les boxes. Norman Widdus smokes a cigarette with les boxes. Yeah, Lost Center is kind of like my Quelog. I Quelogged again. I guess. I like the Pursuer. Pursuer was awesome. Yeah, that was French. I'm actually Canadian, in case you didn't know. Yeah, Lost Center was fire. Okay, lock in. Lock in. Taurus Demon. Taurus Demon. What was I doing again? These are if I like them. I like Taurus Demon. I think Taurus Demon's concept is kind of cool. Because it's like on that narrow path, which is really counterintuitive for a boss fight. But it's kind of cool because it's kind of like hinting to you that you should use like the parapet to dive off and hit him. Yeah, the most interesting part of Taurus Demon is his arena. I think that earns him a C. I definitely don't think he's F. I think he has more, like, I think he has a better moveset than like Nito. Nito relies on the skeletons too much. Bed of Chaos is kind of unfinished. Demon Fire Sage is just like, we've seen you too many times. We've seen you too many times, and the concept is just not as cool as Stray Demon. But Taurus Demon is a cool first boss. It's a great introduction. It's also big because it kind of gives you a lot of confidence because you beat him relatively fast. Belaqua, thank you for the prime. The Rat Prime, as it were. Ah, yes, another Rat Prime fed to the Rat King. His Highness is pleased. The third fucking Asylum Demon, yeah. It's Asylum Demon in a flaming trench coat. I think Gwendolyn is cool. I think Gwendolyn is interesting. Gwendolyn for me, like the whole thing where like the lights turn off, like teleporting in the infinite hallway, pretty cool. Honestly, pretty cool. I don't know if it's more iconic than Asylum Demon though. Asylum Demon just kind of has icon status a little bit. A little bit of icon status. And Gargoyles, I just love the WWE moment for the Gargoyles. I think it's cool. Moonlight Butterfly / Hydra, I think. Moonlight Butterfly / Hydra. I mean, if you think about it, they're essentially the same fight. It's just a waiting game. You wait until the thing happens that you can then do damage. I think for that, it probably goes maybe just in front of Pinwheel. Because the only difference really in Pinwheel's fight and Moonlight Butterfly / Hydra is that you do have to like dodge and wait. Like you do have to do a little bit of strategy. Pinwheel, like he just dies. He showed up to die. And that's about it, really. Yeah, Gwendolyn definitely pissed on me. For sure I got pissed on. And you know what? He didn't wash his hands. Yeah, Pinwheel is kind of weird because he's such an easy fight, but the road to get there is so fucking hard. Like, it's a damn hard road to get there. So it's just a weird placement. It's just kind of tough placement for Pinwheel. They expected players to potentially visit the catacombs early. Maybe. I guess you are kind of enticed to do it because if you fall down and get Petrus's treasure, then naturally after you get the Lloyd talisman, you kind of get dumped down into the freaking church graveyard. And then at that point, like, you might want to explore, but I feel like the skeletons are such a deterrent early game because the skeletons are so hard. Like, when I got hit by that first skeleton, I was like, I instantly don't think I'm supposed to be here. Instantly, I think I'm so good on this, actually. Dude, and I cannot imagine climbing out of Tomb of Giants. That sounds awful. That sounds so horrific. You got stuck down there because you couldn't Lord Vessel out. That's actually so terrible. Prayers. Actually, prayers. Took you 3 hours. Prayers. Actually, prayers. That's like going down to the bottom of the Great Hollow before you have the Lord Vessel. Like, how do you get back up? You're just lucky you fucked at that point. Nah, you're actually just cooked at that point. Climb. Pray. Okay. Capra. Let's think about Capra. I think Capra is definitely more interesting than Taurus Demon. The arena is so small, but that does kind of make it interesting. The dogs. Oh, the dogs. The dogs are so stinky. Why did we put the dogs there? The dogs are kind of Gravelord Nito tier. In that, why would we put additional enemies in when we could just make the boss more interesting? Why couldn't we just make the boss more interesting and take out the dogs? But I guess the dogs do make the boss more interesting, but they also have the side effect of trapping me in a corner and making me want to fucking lose my mind. Yeah, the dogs are just like rage bait. They're just crash out bait. But if you think about it, to get down to Capra, you have to have the key from Undead Parish. But would you ever grab the key from Undead Parish and then go straight to Capra? So like maybe the idea is that you fight gargoyles first and you learn the concept of not being locked on all the time, and then you go to Capra and you're like, oh wait, this is helpful. I'm learning. I'm solidifying the thing that I learned. Like maybe that was the idea. Maybe that's what they were going for. I like the idea of walking up to dog owners and being like, why aren't you more interesting instead of just having a dog? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Capra got a dog and made it his whole personality, and we don't always want to talk about the dog. We don't always want to talk. We love your dog. Your dog is awesome and cool. I love your dog. It's so cute. Why is it trapping me in a corner and killing me over and over? Why is it doing that? Take it to the vet. I don't think it should do that. I don't know if he should do that. He don't bite. The fuck he doesn't. He's actively biting me. He's biting me and doing bleed damage. I'm dying. It hurts. Yeah, and the gargoyles also train you for Ornstein and Smo. Capra's apartment is too small for his dogs. 100%. He's that friend that lives in a one-bedroom apartment but is like, I'll get a German Shepherd. And German Shepherds are awesome. But they gotta run around and stuff. Ceaseless? Where would I put Ceaseless? It's difficult, right? Because I think the concept for Ceaseless is pretty cool. Like, the lore is interesting. Like, the robes of his sister, and then he gets pissed off, and then he attacks you. Like, I think that's cool. Where wouldn't I put Ceaseless? Probably within the vicinity of, like, any school. Probably wouldn't put him next to a hospital. Could drop him next to a government building. Might be fire. Might be fire. How would the Pentagon react to Ceaseless Discharge? How would the United States Congress react to Ceaseless Discharge? We already got him in office. Yeah. To qualify to be in Congress, you have to have the vibes of Ceaseless Discharge. Ceaseless Pentagon versus the Bed of Chaos Octagon. Only one winner allowed. A third discharge is at the Pentagon. Ceaseless Discharge was an inside job and an outside job, to be honest. To be honest. Okay, Ceaseless Discharge, I think, honestly... Ceaseless is difficult for me because I like him in concept and in theory, but also when I fight him, I can't help but get the feeling of why am I doing this? Why do I need to do this? Sometimes it feels like a waste of time, especially if you fight him like normally. I think he's kind of harmless though, overall. Overall, I think he's relatively harmless. Like, I think he's... I think he's harmless. He's not great. But he is just doing his best. He is doing his best after all. And all we can ever do is our best. There's a difficulty coolness correlation. I think that's just 100% true. And I think someone read me to filth in the comment where they were like, I'm not very good at exploring in these games, but I am great at killing. And that's what I like about these games. I like killing. I want to be put in a room with the craziest motherfucker of all time, and I want to die until I kill him. And what's so wrong about that? What's so wrong about that? What's so wrong about that? I'm not a serial killer. To be clear. In a video game. In Minecraft. Fuck out of here. I only have 3 intelligence. This is real. These are my real life stat line. This is my real life stat line. I'm an HP, strength, and, well, not really strength. Kind of strength. We're getting there. HP, endurance, build. What was my starting gift? That's a deep question. It's a deep question. Probably love. Okay, Priscilla. Speaking of love, let's talk about Priscilla. It's our dragon wife. My beautiful dragon wife. Let's talk about our beautiful dragon wife. Let's talk about our beautiful dragon wife. Why did her world have the bone men? Why did her world have the wheels? How do you know my stream setup is chopped? Pause. Yo, pause. Number 1, top 5 barefoot. Yeah, she unfortunately did get just like put in an entire area of everything that everyone hates. Which is kind of fucked up. She literally sat at the worst lunch table in Dark Souls 1. The cool kids actively said, get her out of our fucking lunch table and let's never see her again. I do like that you can just choose to not fight her. That's kind of sick. Like, you can just take your honey garlic chicken wing head and get out. Yeah, she was just cooling in there. Feet out. For real. You didn't have to kill her. Also, it's kind of cool that she goes invisible. Kinda. It's kind of chill. It's hilarious that her little feety footprints are what guides you to her. Like, that is funny. Mechanically, you have to look at her feet. That is, I would say, whimsical, but it's bordering on... Miyazaki, what we doing? Miyazaki, what we doing? What are we doing? Miyazaki, I have a question. I have a couple questions. I have a series of questions. I have a few questions. Yeah, Jeremiah's fire. Jeremiah had that big weird head thing and they said, nah, fuck this guy. Put him in the painting. Nah, fuck it. Put Jeremiah in the goddamn painting, dude. I feel like Jeremiah was probably like a borderline pick. Like, they put everyone in first and then they were like, okay, we've got this guy. Lord Gwyn, before you go on your PTO, you do have to tell us, what do you want to do with Jeremiah? And he's like, god damn it, just fucking throw him in the painting, bro. Just put him in there. He's whatever to me. I don't really... He's a hit or a miss on Jeremiah, dude. And he threw him in. Poor Jeremiah, dude. And Jeremiah's like, I thought we were cool! And then he gets fired by Zoom. Rather unfortunate for Jeremiah. He was the last box on Lord Gwyn's checklist for the day, and he just got fucking owned. Just got owned. He wasn't a personality hire. He wasn't particularly good at his job, and he just got owned. Didn't he invent poison pyromancy? Mods, put him in a painting. Mods, trap him forever in a work of art in a church. Mods, lock him away in a painting. Mods, banish him infinitely into the painted world of Ariamis. Mods, send him to France. Mods, his head is shaped like a honey garlic chicken wing. Send him to France. Book him a flight to Skyrim. Book him a flight to Skyrim. Anywhere but France. Well, we can't send him to Canada. I don't want that guy here. Keep that guy out. I don't know that the crows were hot. Their butts were just out. They had bird heads. Jeremiah made acid pyromancy. They were kind of ripped. They had nice calves. They were girls in the tower. If you think about it, no. If you think about it, maybe the girl in the tower was the bird girls we met along the way. Are they hot or were their butts just out? A lifelong dilemma. A question to be sure. One that you can't always know the answer to. Okay, where do we put her? Where do we put her and her beautiful, awesome feet? I think it's interesting that you can choose not to fight her. I think it's cool that she goes invisible. Other than that, her fight is kind of trivial. Like, if you think about it, her fight kind of makes you wonder, like, why did they have to lock her away? Like, it wasn't that crazy. Surely Lord Gwyn could have just, like, handled it. Surely they could have banded together and just kinda handled it. It's like she's got a little bit of plot armor. They're giving her plot armor and saying, oh, she was too powerful. But chosen undead, you can just like lock in and kill her. She had life drain like the ghost wraiths. Yeah, I think this boss fight, like, I could honestly give it maybe like here, probably, with Gwendolyn. Her character, though, is really cool. She's a cool character. I just think the fight overall is kind of... You look at her feet and then you kill her. She did rock my shit, though, to be clear. To be clear, she rocked my shit. Her invisibility was too strong. Imagine telling the Four Kings Quelag was better. Quelag was better! Quelag is that girl! Quelag is that girl! I died and it's gonna take me a while to respawn. Gamers don't die, they just respawn. Why we have to make two bad bitches fight? True. Quelag and Four Kings would definitely... They would definitely hang out. They would definitely be friends. They would definitely be chill like that. They would definitely be chill like that. But that's the tier list. This is, I think, a pretty accurate depiction of the bosses that I liked most in Dark Souls 1. Ornstein and Smo was just an awesome experience. I think the whole fight and then the payoff from winning the fight was just incredible. Artorias is just an awesome fight. It feels good when you learn the fight. It's just cool. He has an awesome, cool moveset where he freaking turns into Sonic the Hedgehog and does an unknown number of flips and styles on your shit. Gwyn is just a great ending boss fight. Like, it is a fire ending boss fight. It feels like a definitive, like, end of the game boss fight. It just feels good. The song is amazing. The experience is just really, really good. It's fun to learn. It's pleasantly difficult. Gwyn is fire. No pun intended. Gwyn is good. It's a good fight. It's a good ass fight. Like, the relentless way that he just keeps attacking you is awesome. Plink plonk plank. No bad words. He's awesome. Manus is awesome. Manus is just an onslaught. He's absolutely crazy. Just a manic panic of a fight until you kind of learn and figure out how to deal with it. And when you learn and figure out how to deal with it, it feels good and it feels good to beat him. And he keeps you stressing towards the end. I either like in a Dark Souls boss fight, like the feeling of knowing that I have it down and there's nothing that can take me down, which is how I felt with Ornstein and Smo, or the kind of panicky feeling of like, I might still lose this. Like, I could still throw this. And that's how I felt with Artorias and Manus. And honestly, Iron Golem. Iron Golem, I definitely still felt like at all points I could still throw it, just because the state I was in, I wasn't doing a lot of damage. He could knock me off the platform. His grab is crazy. We saw the hitbox. It's on his fucking foot. He's insane. Put Nito higher. I won't do it. I simply won't do it. I hate Nito. I'm firm on Nito. I think Nito is F tier. I think he was on the opening cutscene, and then he had to have skeletons to prop him up because he sucks. I hate that guy. That guy sucks. Point blank, that guy is the worst. I wouldn't have a beer with him. I wouldn't have a beer with him, and I think he's the worst. And I think he's actively the worst. Bed of Chaos I kind of liked. The skeletons are part of the boss, and that's the problem. And that's the problem. Why wasn't he just more cool and interesting? That's the problem to me. In 60 days, I'll change my name to Nito Lover. That's on you. That's your journey. You have to go on that journey. That is a canon event that you have to have. Did I get peer pressured into putting Bed of Chaos below Nito? No. I like Bed of Chaos better than Nito. And I definitely like Demon Fire Sage better than Nito. I do think Nito is cooler than Centipede, Demon, and the rest. I think Seath is such an ass boss. Such an ass boss. So butt. He's so booty butt, no offense. And it's so hard to hit his booty butt and he'd just run forever. Seath is a damn 5K. If I wanted to run a 5K, I'd go run a 5K. I don't want to run a 5K in a video game. I'm good on that. I'm good on that. I can go put on some music and run a 5K if I want to. I don't necessarily want to do it in a video game. I'm good. And Moonlight Butterfly and Hydra are just waiting simulator. Yeah, Seath is just kind of... But if I have to compare Seath to like a Taurus Demon or a Capra Demon, like at least these are a fight. Like at least we're fighting here. At least I'm fighting Ceaseless Discharge. With Bed of Chaos, at least I'm like working towards something. With this, I'm just like, eh. I'm just kind of bored. Like, I would rather you make me feel something than make me feel nothing. And Seath kind of made me feel nothing. I think that's the common thread between all of these lowest ones, is that Pinwheel made me feel nothing, Moonlight Butterfly I felt nothing, Seath I didn't really feel anything, Centipede Demon was just kind of like... Centipede Demon is like buying bread at the grocery store. Like, yeah, I just got my bread. I didn't think about it, I just picked up my bread. I didn't really feel anything. Nito, at least he made me feel pain and suffering. Yeah, better to be outright terrible than to just be, like, completely forgotten. And I think Bed of Chaos is also just iconic. Like, everyone has an opinion on Bed of Chaos. You can't play Dark Souls 1 without having an experience or a story out of Bed of Chaos. And I think that's important. I think that's awesome. I think that's awesome and cool. If I sat here long enough, I would talk myself into putting Bed of Chaos like higher. To be honest with you. To be honest with you. Because I think one of the coolest things about games like Dark Souls and Dark Souls is just like the stories that you have out of it are as cool or cooler than the intended story like baked into the game. Like the stories that you create in Breath of the Wild and the story that you have playing Dark Souls 1 is cooler than like saving Zelda or whatever. Zelda doesn't have patches. Amen. Amen. That's what the Legend of Zelda needs. More zesty and distrustful bald men. Yeah, in Dark Souls, you're like constantly building the game along with the game. My story is that the Taurus Demon threw himself off the bridge before I could even hit him. You see, it's stuff like that. Like, everyone has like some kind of like fun, memorable story. And I don't know how fun or memorable the stories you're getting out of Seath or Pinwheel, or Moonlight Butterfly, maybe you have something fun. Centipede Demon, maybe. Maybe you might have a fun... Yeah, you could have a fun story. It's kind of memorable that you see him before and then he drops down and you're like, oh. Yeah, this game feels more like a set of tools for you to craft your own story than an actually scripted adventure, which is why I think it furthers my point that Dark Souls is a cozy game. Because if you think about it, games like Minecraft, Subnautica, Stardew Valley, all those cozy games are the same kind of thing. It's like tools for you to build your own adventure or build your own story. Yeah, that's one of the coolest things too, is that giving up on the game is also like a facet of the story. Like, you're still a part of the story even in that, because you're going hollow essentially. Yeah, I love games that are just like, okay, here's everything. Now go do what you want to do. My memory from Moonlight Butterfly was it got knocked off its movement rails, fell out of bounds, and died. Yeah, see, I can see that. Yeah, I also love like the dialogue with the NPCs. I feel like all the NPCs just make it so cozy. It's like so refreshing to have a break from like everything trying to kill you, to talk to Sigmire and listen to him and try to figure out what his deal is, or listen to Solaire and figure out what his deal is. You know what? Fuck it. Even the Pyromancers. Nah, fuck it. Even the Pyromancers. I like the Pyromancers too. You know what? Best NPC? Oh, it's so tough. It's so tough. Because I could be really basic and just say Solaire and honestly mean it, because I just love Solaire's message. That Solaire just had something that he believed in so much that he would just basically create his own destiny and just do it with the shit he had on his back. Like, he didn't have anything. He just did it with that shit that he had. And I think that's inspiring. I think that people should just do it with the shit that you have. You're enough. What you have equipped is enough, and you can rip that shit. And you're grossly incandescent to me. Blue Pac-Man goes, thank you for the prime. Yeah, the greedy traveling merchant that doesn't tell you anything unless you buy something from him. I like that too. Yeah, there are so many awesome Dark Souls NPCs. Dark Souls is just bomb. Simply Dark Souls is bomb. And I will not be taking any questions on the matter. No questions or comments on the matter. Dark Souls is bomb. Okay, folks. I have some more things that I have to get done for all of the videos that'll be going out while I'm gone. So, thank you all for watching. I will be back in 2.5 weeks. And we will do shit to Dark Souls 2 that Dark Souls 2 has never seen before. We're gonna do the craziest things to Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 2 is gonna be Dark Souls 3 by the time we're done with Dark Souls 2. If you can believe it. If you can even believe it. I'm so excited. I really like Dark Souls 2. I kind of love it, low-key. Crazy to say, I kind of love it, and I'm really excited to play it when I get back. But yeah, I'm gonna go and hopefully film everything and make a video out of it, and then we'll do like a director's cut type, maybe like react stream once the video's out. But yeah, that's it, folks. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good rest of your night or day. Oh, also, hopefully I'll have, like, emotes, and little, like, sub badges and shit for you guys by the time I'm back. That'll be cool. We need, like, a fat taint twerk emote. That'll be sick. I've been thinking, like, some other emotes that we can have. But, yeah. Okay. That's it. I'm out of here. See y'all. Goodbye. I'm fading. I'm fading into this. Goodbye. Goodbye. You're fading with me. Goodbye. Goodbye. We faded so slowly. Do we normally fade that slowly?